Yeah, Somké and the Fire Five. We're gonna start things off at the Street Beefs OG yard. You've seen both of these guys come on the show before to promote this fight right here. Title match, Afro Samurai versus Hitman Hamilton. Man, 5 rounds of boxing. Uh, this is a technician versus a puncher, boxer versus brawler, and Styles makes fights every single time. Um, yeah, man, storylines make fights as well. These guys leading up to the fight, there was a lot of back and forth, talking between these two, and they met up in the center of the ring and they got to it. Both men came to bang, jabs, overhands, slips, and even in the fight, a little bit of trash talk. Everything you want to see in a firefight. Street Beef's OG Yard, Afro Samurai versus Hitman Hamilton. Yeah, this is another firefight. We're moving on to Street Beef Scrapyard. If you're trying to look this title up or this fight up, there's the title on the screen. This fight is between Ginja Ninja versus Universal. This is big boy boxing. A lot of heart, a lot of will, a lot of determination, all on display in this fight. Both of these guys throwing a lot of punches. The punch volume was pretty high in this fight, and we got a lot of back and forth, a lot of great moments. And man, these guys were throwing bombs the entire time, all 3 rounds. And in the end, we got a turnaround, a surprising turnaround. Everything you want to see in a firefight. Street Beef Scrapyard, Ginja Ninja versus Universal. Yeah, moving on. You see it. Street Beef's West Coast. The Hated Native versus Big D. Again, heavyweight big boy boxing. These guys came out and they were throwing big shots. I mean, no pun intended. All 3 rounds. These guys put the heart on the line, and they gave us a fire fight, point blank. I mean, you see the thumbnail. I mean, look at that. These boys was, yeah, they was banging. Street Beef's West Coast, the Hated Native versus Big D, firefight. Yeah, moving on. Taking you back to Street Beef's OG yard, Haymaker versus Buzzsaw. Once again, Styles makes fights, and these guys brought in two different styles, and they made for a great fight. Both of these guys have a lot of potential. I want to see them come back to the yard. Uh, it's one of those situations where you have a puncher versus a puncher. So we got to see a lot of haymakers in this fight. Uh, yeah, Haymaker lived up to his name as well as Buzzsaw. And as we say every episode, cardio is key. Cardio is key. Along with cardio, pacing is key. Pacing is key. Street Beef's OG yard, Haymaker versus Buzzsaw firefight. Yeah, and finally, we're going to end it in Street Beef Scrapyard. Street Beef Scrapyard's Doughboy versus Yupon. Another great boxing match. Nice, clean, technical boxing. Good sportsmanship between these two. Uh, we saw a lot of counters, a lot of combinations, a lot of body shots, and a lot of flurries. In the end, we had a great finish. Street Beef Scrapyard, Doughboy versus Yupon, Somké and the Fire Five.